What's up, guys? My name is Tyler and welcome to Season 2, Episode 4 of my FIFA 16 Olympique Marseille crew. Before the episode starts, guys, if you can go ahead and drop a like on the video, that'd be absolutely awesome. 70 likes is going to be the goal for this episode. If you guys can hit that, that'd be absolutely awesome. I just want to see if you guys are still enjoying the series. If you are, then I'll be sure to bring out more episodes of this series. But for the time being, I think support might be a little bit lacking, a little bit dying off a bit. If you guys aren't enjoying the series, I might as well stop it and start a new one. But if you guys still want to see it, 70 likes for this video. So now we can go ahead and jump into the episode. First thing we're going to do is look at the office. We get a few things here. Players leaving on international duty, not too bad. Match rescheduled, don't care. I believe this happened in the last episode. I am recording this about 2 weeks after the last one was recorded, so a little bit rusty on what happened, so pardon me if I'm off on things, but I believe we counter offered like 18.5 million for Olympique, which I think is a fair deal. So if he leaves, we're gonna have to bring in a new center back once again. We'll probably have a new center back partnership at the back this season, but other than that, nothing really important. We're gonna go ahead and simulate the first game of the episode because Montpellier, not really a team I want to be playing against, I guess, because we also have Nantes, who are very close to us in the league right now, and our first Champions League game that I want to play in this episode. So we're going to simulate this one so that we can play those ones. Batshuayi is scoring in the 8th minute. We're going to skip once we hit the 45th minute. So skip. Red card from Arias, but we still win 2-0. I'm very happy with that. And after that game, we get a few things back. First off, we get a transfer offer for Andre Franck Zambo Anguissa. Great name, but he's going to go ahead and leave the club. It's 100,000 less than what he's valued at, but to be honest, we're not going to use him. He doesn't have a great potential in games, so I don't really want to be training him if he's not going to be good. We also get a transfer offer in for Victor Andrade. I remember I counter offered like something like 50-something million, so let's do that again. 54.5 million euros. If you accept that, you can have him, but I'm not giving him up for anything less than that because he's a great player and I want to keep him. So we're going to keep him for now. We also get a transfer offer in. They're not interested in Olympique. Okay, so they don't think he's worth 18.5 million, which is fair. I guess we'll keep him at the club for now, which I'm not upset about. He's a good player after all. I mean, I could bring in Djilabodji, Mangala, Dragovic was suggested a few times. Also bring in Nastasic, who I mentioned before that I want to bring in, but I'm more than happy to keep him. He plays perfect in our team, and it looks like he's going to go up a few ratings in this training session. Hopefully he does, so we can get up to a 77 overall. Can he? Yes, he can. He's up to a 77 overall. We're getting closer and closer to getting our full team up to 80 overall. Another transfer offer in for Victor Andrade, this time from Schalke. Probably one of my favorite German clubs. I'd say definitely top 2, top 3 German clubs. I actually have a Julian Draxler kit from Schalke when he was playing there. So I'm going to go ahead and counter offer. Let's do the same thing we did for West Ham. They have to accept that. They're not going to. It's double what they offered, but, you know, whatever. Gonna have to offer the same deal I am to other teams. So we advance forward once again. Deadline day, 10 hours left. Another transfer offer in for Victor Andrade. Player sold, that's Zambo Anguissa. What is West Ham saying? They still want him, but 45 million. That's not gonna cut it. I'm sorry. PSV, where are you getting this kind of money, PSV? No, I'm sorry, but no. Reject offer. Not even close, and I know you're not going to have enough to pay for him. 50-something million, definitely, you're not going to have enough for that. Sevilla might, I doubt it, but they might have enough money, 54.5, that's 30 million more than what they offered, so probably not going to happen. But Borussia Dortmund, they have a lot of money, so that might happen as well. Now, I kind of don't want to lose him, but at the same time, this kind of money, we could probably bring in Remy and Nasri for that kind of money, bring in more former players, which I wouldn't be upset about at all, but I also wouldn't be upset about keeping him at the club because he is a great player. He scored loads of goals for us and was probably the player of the season last season, in my opinion. I think I asked in like a vote, only a few of you guys voted, but I think Bernard won the vote, even though he's gone now, but yeah, either way, we'll go ahead and move forward and see what else we get back. Once again, loads more transfer offers in for Victor Andrade. Actually declines a few other ones just because they were so low, but we're going to take a look at these new ones right here. West Ham also decided not to go in for him anymore. Lazio, that's not going to cut it. Schalke again, even though I'm pretty sure I rejected this, I'm not going to cut it. Or maybe I didn't reject it, I just deleted the email straight up. Yeah, I didn't reject them altogether, but yeah, they didn't go up very much from their previous offer, so I thought we might as well not even bother with them if they're only going to offer that much. Borussia Dortmund, I think, only went up by 400,000 from their last offer, so yeah, you're going to pay me this or you're not getting him. They must not have anything left in their budget because that's such a specific number that they're offering over to us, and they're not offering any more, so they can't go any higher, and unfortunately they have to go higher if they want to take him from us. So sorry, Dortmund, you are not getting Victor Andrade. We do get a transfer offer in though for one of the players we want to get rid of, Eric Haugen. He is getting offered more than his valuation, which I'm happy with because I definitely don't want to keep him at the club. He doesn't have a high potential, and frankly, 61 rated, not going to be playing many games for us. We also have many other better several better center back options than him. That wasn't even proper English. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but we'll go ahead and reject this offer for Andrade as well. Haugen leaves the club. Perfectly fine with that. And that's it for deadline day. We didn't get anything else in. The only thing we got in our box is that he sold Eric Haugen. We got 425,000 euros added to our budget. But other than that, nothing happening, so I'll just show you guys what else happened. Top deals, Pogba joined Bayern after Lewandowski and Götze left. What else happened? Valencia joining Deportivo, Kamara joining Liverpool. Beasler going over to Spain is pretty interesting. Other than that, anything else interesting happening in the league? Not really. Gakpé going out from Lorient, or Gakpa, it's not even Gakpé. Ryu leaving Nantes, who's a very good keeper. Ilicic joining Bordeaux, it's pretty interesting, that one. Mendy leaving Nice, I remember that one because we tried to go in for him if I recall correctly. Ryu joined Lyon. Nice signing there. We obviously signed a lot of players and lost a lot of players. PSG spending big as well. They signed Adam Lallana. That one's weird. Ben Yedder signing as well. I remember we tried to go in for him. Cavani leaving the club. Luka Din or Luka Dinya, as you guys want me to pronounce it. I believe it's actually pronounced Din, but I will pronounce it Dinya for you guys. Denayer also joining from Manchester City. Those are some pretty interesting signings for them. Anything else that's good or noteworthy? Not really. Braithwaite and Ben Yedder leaving to Lou. They don't have a good strike force. Emo Ezekiel joining though, so I guess that's decent. Martins Indy joining Monaco. Falcao leaving. I believe he joined Bayern as well, if I remember correctly reading the news articles. Nothing else interesting. My son Yel, who is a very good keeper, young keeper in this game, he left. It looks like he went out on loan probably though. And that's pretty much it. That's all we have to look at. If there's anything else in here we can look at, maybe some other offers that go through. Nope, just people rejecting their offers. And that's pretty much it. Deadline day is over. And with deadline day over, I decided to do another training session. You can see Koulibaly actually went up to an 80 rating after the month ended anyway, so I didn't even have to grow him there in training. He grew naturally to an 80 overall, which is awesome. So now we have 180 player completed in our back line. But on top of that, we also did get a few emails back regarding our youth scouts. We get this guy, Chola Sadami. Doesn't look too bad. 87 potential. You might as well go ahead and sign him. 17 years of age though. I'm not the most knowledgeable about youth players, so I'll sign him. Has a decent potential. This guy, Shola Rumfa. What a name, first off. Looks like he's a defender. 74 to 94 potential. Go ahead and sign him up to the team. He'll be a great player in the future, at least it looks like. Then here we go. We got a goalkeeper who you can just grow like crazy. You can grow goalkeepers like mad with training this year. Not going to sign him. And Johan Oliero. Might as well. Has a decent potential. 89's not too bad, so we'll sign him to the team. That's all for now, though. We got another thing in our office. Player conversation. Fred wants to earn more money. Let's go take a look at his contract. Fred wants a pretty hefty raise to his wage, but to be honest, we have the money. We might as well. We're not spending it in other areas except for youth players, so we can afford it. Might as well send him that offer. Keep him happy at the club because he is a backup player now, not a starter. Let's give him 101. Just maybe that will entice him a bit more not to have a squad role, because right now he's a backup. And I want to keep him happy. But with all of that out of the way, it's now time for our first game of the episode that we're actually going to be playing. Coming up against Nantes, of course, my former career mode side that I did in FIFA 15. But in the league this year, in at least this season, they're doing pretty well. They're sitting in 4th, as you can see by the table right here. We're level on points. We do have a better goal difference, so we sit ahead of them. If we can get a win here and help separate us from them in the table, that would be perfect. And to help us do that is this team. I only had to make one change. Arias, of course, got a red card in our previous game that we simulated, so Mario Lamina jumps into his right back spot. But other than that, it's our normal first team. And as for Nantes, not a great side. They lost a few of their key players, such as Alejandro Bedoya. They have Thomason in there, who's a good youngster, but I don't think it's going to be able to do much for them today. He's not going to be able to help them much, and we should be able to get the win. Thomason beating one man, cutting in the box. Cutting it back to Gomes. Nice tackle, Rafinha. Koulibaly get in the way of their shot. Victor Andrade. Seeing a run being made by Michy Batshuayi. Cross goal. Michy. Oh, wow. What a save from their keeper. Beautiful work. Victor Andrade seeing a run being made. It's by Rafinha. He's going to cut in, shoot with his weaker foot. He gets it back with his strong foot straight to the keeper. Ribéry cutting in the box. Finding Michy Batshuayi. That's a beautiful run. Beautiful pass. Another great save from the keeper. Honestly, we just can't beat him today. Oh my god, mistake. Wow. The most unlucky of games. That's honestly their first chance of the game thus far, maybe their second chance of the game. And it comes from that, really. They scored from it as well. We've had so many chances. Awful clearance from Mandanda. And they make us pay. Wow. It's also the first goal we've conceded in the league this season, and it's not the type of goal I want to be conceding. And nothing else happened after that goal, and we end up losing 1-0 in a game where I felt like we definitely deserved it. Their keeper was playing out of this world, and if you remember correctly, they sold Remy Ryu. So this keeper is their backup keeper from last season. If I remember correctly, Dupé's something like 60 to 70 rated. He's not that high rated, but he was playing the game of his life. Unbelievable. Can't believe we didn't at least get a point out of this game. That sees us lose our clean sheet streak in the league as well. Very unfortunate. Let's take a look at the match facts as well to end off. 2 shots, 2 on target. I did say when they scored that, it was probably their second chance of the game. Let's take a look at the player ratings as well. A 4 from Mandanda. That was an awful clearance, to be honest. I wanted it to go upfield, like not all the way upfield, but I wanted to like pass it out from the back. Didn't end up working how I wanted it to. Batshuayi had a pretty good game. Should have scored that cross goal shot. Lamina was kind of disappointing. That's why he got a 5.6. Not Dupé getting a 7.5. Man of the match. 4 saves from 4 shots. All of those incredible saves as well. We should have won this game. Very disappointed, but let's move on. I don't think I showed you guys in that game, but Karim Rakik actually got injured. He had to come off the pitch, but came back on. I subbed him off around the 60th minute, but he's out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. Kind of unfortunate, but we do have some good backup players that can play there, like Aloe, who actually, did we loan him out? Not too sure, but we have Sperania as well. We have Capu, we have Nordvite, so we have a lot of options. We're not really going to miss him too much, especially after that last game. We played horrifically, and he was partly to blame for that, maybe. I don't know, he played good up until that goal. Arias is now back, which is good, because Lamina played awful at right back for us. And then player conversations, he's thankful to be playing, and so is Alessandrini, who I subbed on around the 60th minute as well. But we're going to go ahead and get into another training session for this episode. Same players as per usual. Rakik's unfortunately injured, so we can't use him. Let's go ahead and add, oh my god, we have our youth players in here. Roomfa, who's a right back, 50 rated. I forgot that you could do this, to be honest. Oliero from our youth squad. And that's it. Sadami as well. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. That is my dog. So I'm gonna wait till she finishes, and then we'll continue. And the player I added in Rakik's absence is going to be our right back, Santiago Arias. He doesn't have the promising player trait anymore, but he should still grow fairly decently. Koulibaly going up to an 81 already. He looks incredible. And after that training session, it's now time for the final game of the episode, coming up against FC Midtjylland. I think that's how you pronounce their name. I don't know. It's a team everyone knows just because Sisto plays for them. They beat Man United in their first leg in their Europa League knockout stage, and then Man United beat them in the second leg with Rashford scoring on his first team debut. That's kind of how everyone knows them, at least this season. I've heard of them before, but I never really knew how to pronounce their name. So I think Midtjylland, that's who we're coming up against nonetheless. They're the worst team in our group by far compared to Milan and Valencia. Valencia obviously won Champions League last season. If you guys didn't know, we took them on in the UEFA Super Cup earlier this season, which we did win on penalties, I believe. If I remember correctly, we won on penalties. We also took them on in a friendly as well. They were in our friendly tournament, and I think we drew that game. So it's going to be an interesting group. Milan, of course, up-and-coming side. They aren't what they used to be, but it's nice to see them coming back up on the rise, back in Champions League once again. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting group. I'm excited to see how we do in this group because there's a lot of good teams. Of course, the team that won Champions League last season, not next season. And it should show how good our team really is. So it will show if we can actually compete with the best of the best. So without any further ado, without delaying this any further, let's go ahead and jump into the final game of the episode and take a look at both sides. Here is their lineup. They don't have Sisto anymore, one of their best up-and-coming players, so probably going to be a bit of an easier test. And as for us, we're going with our normal second team, with us still has a lot of good players in it, such as Cabella, Alessandrini, Nkudu, Fred, Sako, Capu. Very good team, even though it is our second team. Pusic, putting it out wide to Royer, whips it in the box. Fred, why are you heading it inside the box into danger? Thank God Samba is a decent keeper. Come on, Alessandrini, finesse it with your left foot. Wow, what a save. Etienne Capu, finds the offer Sako. The striker cutting in. Beautiful work with the feint there. Tries to take a shot. Another great save from the keeper. Bella sees Nkudu open. It finds Aloe anyway. It finds Nkudu eventually, who takes a finesse shot. Another great save. Unbelievable. Nice. Alessandrini's got space. He's going to cut in. Sees Capu. He sees Cabella. Nice drag back to beat a man. Cross goal. Remy Cabella puts it wide. Unbelievable. Okay, that's a decent ball on the volley. Thank you, Samba, for picking this one up, and we're just going to clear it. Please call for halftime. Thank you. Why? Like, why? I wasn't even holding down the dummy button, and our center back just dummies that one. to give it right back to him, and now he's lost. Tracking back. Sperania, where are you? Jesus. Alessandrini cutting in. Beats one man with a heel-to-heel flick turn. Going near post with a finesse shot. What a save once again. Fred feeding through Alessandrini. He's going to burb a spin inside. Find Fred. Orsacco. Oh my god. Again denied from this keeper. Mendy just boots it out of play. Fuck's sake. That's how the game ends. We lose. Not even lose. It feels like a loss, though. Like, honestly, we should not be drawing to Midtjylland in Champions League. Unbelievable. Their keeper, once again in this episode, we come up against a superhuman keeper. Like, they save everything. Like, you saw those highlights, match highlights. Save, save. Okay, only 2 of them, but still. Save, save. Ridiculous. It was a pretty even game stats-wise, but our chances were much more, I guess, it was better than their chances, I should say. We had much more clinical chances, or clear-cut chances. There's the word I was looking for. Clear-cut chances. We had a lot more than they did. Our team playing horrifically. Sperania only getting a 4.8. Horrendous performance from him. Ribery came on, to be fair, that's why you got a 4.9. But for their team, keeper getting an 8 rating. Once again, keeper getting man of the match against us in this episode. 6 saves from our 6 shots. Ridiculous. So yeah, I'm sorry that we didn't score a single goal in this episode, but there's nothing I can do when keepers just play out of this world. But either way, that's where this video is going to come to a close. Once again, if you guys can hit 70 likes on this video, I'll be sure to bring that out to you guys very soon. It shows me that you guys are still enjoying the series, and if you guys are enjoying it, I'll want to make this series more as well. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, again, please drop a like. I've been TRayALLDay or Tyler, and I'll catch you guys next time.